XIL, welcome to 69 Festival of Rock. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good,
Pretty good, man.
Tell me what you do in the band. Introduce yourself as well.
I'm Joseph Aguilar. I play lead guitar, rhythm guitar, and now I also do vocals.
Excellent. Tell me about the beginning of your band.
That's close to 10 years ago. That was all, well, at that point it was 4. And yeah, I just started off in high school and just kind of worked its way up, just try to outdo ourselves more and more and more, and just kind of here we are.
Did you get a chance to introduce yourself for some reason?
It's all good, man.
Yeah, let's correct that.
My name is Quinten Serna. I'm the bassist. I was originally the rhythm guitarist, singer, and then moved on over after change-ups to bass. I also mastered our latest single, our legacy EP. My bad.
So you have multiple roles.
Yeah.
So even though he had a stint of about 3 years where he wasn't playing with us anymore, but he still stayed in the band doing other stuff.
Mixing, mastering,
doing keys on Rip and Tear and all that.
All kinds of things.
Yeah.
What was your local metal scene like?
It's not bad. It's kind of hit and miss, depending on like how things are structured around what bands are playing, and it's still kind of very divided in a sense. Now you kind of get more of an old school death metal, some thrash and roll, and speed metal here and there. That's really all you get in San Antonio anymore. So,
can you explain your name? What are the origins of that?
I mean, that one was pretty much easy, sort of. We went by XIL originally. That's where the phonetics come from, EXILE. We wound up dropping off the 2 E's, and then we just kept the pronunciation.
Any specific reason for that?
nah, it just kind of sounded cool.
You're dead. How would you describe your music?
Angry.
Besides angry?
No, we've used several different terms. I would say probably bastard child between Motorhead, Razor, and Tank.
Tell me about your first EP, Massacre. Right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Stepping stones.
Stepping Stone.
Yeah, little things that you
Baby
learn
steps.
along. Yeah, that was our cheesy high school thrash days, and those are behind us now. So.
In those days, did you do a lot of shows? How did it work for you?
Oh yeah, we were sluts for shows back then. I mean, there was was it 2016? We did like 13, 14 shows in 1 month.
Yeah, there was a stint in December where it literally was 14 shows. We were doing like 3 or 4 shows a week.
Yeah,
It's
and that
almost
was
like a
during
tour.
Christmas.
But in the same town, it was bad.
Everyone knew our names, but no one came to the shows.
And no one gave a shit anyway.
Is that paying dividends now?
What's that?
Is that paying dividends now?
Every now and again, yeah. Like I said, it's hit and miss with a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, we're from San Antonio, and it's managed to help us work our way up here to Chicago.
Yeah.
Definitely. So in 2020, right, Breakneck Rock and Roll demo comes out, right? How did things change for the band from the EP to the demo?
Production's gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I would say when we parted ways with Q back in, what was it, 19?
That was 19, yeah.
We kind of wanted to draw the strings back a little more and kind of bring in more of a more old school sound, because the thrash wasn't, the whole like thrash thing wasn't doing it for us anymore, and we liked more of the old school, Exciter, Judas Priest Exciter, Motorhead, Venom, Bulldozer, all that shit. We loved all of it, so we kind of decided to take our means more to that style, and that's kind of where breakneck rock and roll came around, and the whole speed metal sound started happening.
What do you usually sing about?
Anything and everything, man. There's really everything has a meaning with everything we write. You have some bands that will write about, being, heavy, fast, demons and sex, rock and roll. And yeah, sure, there's some things that may be about that, but even on like Rip and Tear, like Moonlight Mass, that was about a wicked night in a cemetery that me, Austin, and a buddy had. Just a drunken night, some spooky shit happened, and that's what that song was about. Speed Demons was about when we did a little run in 2017 about being on the road as a small band, not getting paid, doing everything by yourself. And breakneck rock and breakneck rock and roll. It's just more about how our live shows are and how we have a certain type of energy when we play.
So it's all about life.
All about life, all about experiences and shit like that. We don't like to write fake shit, because there's no substance if you're writing something that you can't stand behind or something that you don't feel or something. Like that's why originally our old frontman Austin, our old vocalist, he would turn songs down because he couldn't feel what was being said because I wrote it. So that's when I started coming in and singing other songs because I would write the lyrics and it would mean more to me than it would to him, so it wouldn't get the same point across. And there's definitely a different feel between the two, and that kind of gave a really good dynamic between how we started writing and playing live.
How do you go about promoting your music with so many releases out there?
Right now it's just kind of basic. We had some, what would you call it? Like promotion, I guess, like promotion when the album came out, just through like
Facebook, Spotify.
Oh yeah, all the basic like platforms and stuff like that.
That was like
entertainment company basically. We went through an entertainment company, kind of put some money towards them to put it out or kind of shed some light on it in different platforms and different do some different people, different markets, just to kind of push it.
But one of the cool things that we still try to keep alive, that everybody in the community still keeps alive, is tape trading our stuff, people that in the local community as well. It's really cool, like when you go out to eat at a Taco Bell or whatever, and there's somebody that knows you because they see you on the cover of one of your albums, and you've never met them before, but they're just part of your community.
True. So, Repeater, you want to show it? That comes out, what, last year? Yeah. What can you tell us about this release?
Came out in 22. Yeah. Fucking idiot. It came out in February 22. It was our debut album, even though we'd already been around for like 8-9 years already at that point. Like you talked about, we had Massacre. We had some little shit demos here and there along the way that I'm glad are gone. But no, it was something that we waited for a long time. We went to Red Barn Studios in McAllen, Texas, and got a really, really good recording with Robert Canales of Unholy Desecration. And we got a really, really good product. It took about a year to make just because of how far we are from him and having to schedule things. But it was definitely a labor of love because I'm surprised he didn't shoot us with how pissed off he kept getting.
How did it do for you, the album?
It actually did kind of surprisingly well.
It's tracking really well in other countries.
Yeah, that was one of the things, like with Bandcamp, like US is like real low on the list, and we're having more of the gross numbers coming from Germany, Bulgaria, South American countries and European countries, stuff like that. So I know some YouTube pages, they've put it out. It's done really good on those. At least for us, it's done really good. Spotify usually kind of sticks around a certain number, but it's done better than anything we've done before, or that we've had before, and that was really kind of heartwarming because it's
labor of love.
Yeah. It's just, when you make something and people like it, it just kind of feels good.
And surprisingly, you just told me about a brand new EP that's being released. You want to show that EP and get into talking about that?
These are for today only right now. This is
it's a prototype.
This is Shake the Streets, makeshift cover and all this other stuff just to kind of bypass what we need to do still. So these are kind of a limited run. We did like 2025. But yeah, Shake the Streets is kind of the last, has the last stuff of our previous frontman on it, Austin James. But it's a 3-song EP. And there's really nothing much to it, just like a new transition point, a new turning point, and some of the newer stuff that we got going on. Kind of a precursor to having him in doing stuff, and me actually switching over to vocals and fronting the band. So you see that you're gonna see that transition in here between these two and into the next
Production
album.
itself was pretty astounding. Everything that we did when it came to instruments recording, we did it within an actual storage unit. So 10 walls all around us, a couple of ribbon mics, SM57s,
and a shit ton of bass traps.
Exactly.
Soundproofing and all that.
And then for vocals, we record that in a closet. And everything that came to mixing and mastering was done in my room. So the amount of quality we're able to get just between those couple of places where we have absolutely no treatment going on whatsoever, and we're not really even allowed to do any kind of treatment there because all rented facilities, we were able to get a very good
sounding product off of it. And to say the least, we would put the two, like the album together in this, and there's like real like small differences between them, and just to know like this was recorded like just like you were saying, there's in a storage unit and in a closet. That's just how a lot of bands are making their stuff nowadays, just by whatever means is available. So
finally, what makes you still want to do this?
It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that drug you can never kick, or the habit you can't kick. It's like even with like COVID coming around and hitting, so many bands went away. And there's just something about the respect we have for each other, the community that we are intertwined with, the people we know, and just the simple love that we just love to play. We like to play live, and that we still want to do this and take it as far as we can take it. And that's kind of what drives it at the end of the day. It's a love for the music, and it's a love for all the people, and that's kind of the basis behind what we do. First one's in, last one's out anytime we show up. So like today, like even this big festival, like I would say we're probably here before Metal Church was, So and we'll be here until they fucking kick us out.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having us.